sacrificed so much, some their very lives, their limbs, and their minds, the same as soldiers of all wars have. Please remember these facts, people. Judge Vietnam vets accordingly. You know, in some humble, inadequate way, I must attempt to speak for these 58,000 American heroes. Their names, their faces haunt us from this black wall of honor. You know, these men had no more tomorrows. They never came home to fall in love, to marry, to have children. They never hugged their mother or their sister or their wife. There will always be an empty place at their family's table, in their family's heart. And an empty place, a pain, will always exist in our nation's very soul. In closing, skipping all the other pages, I'm going to say a few words I don't think anyone here has ever heard. I know they are true. I will speak for a few seconds on the great victory of the Vietnam War. The great victory it was for the United States. I didn't stutter, and I'm considered to be of sound mind. Enough time has passed since 1975, enough time for the 2020 hindsighted historians to get the history right, but not yet revise it. After the collapse of the evil Soviet Union in 1990, we talked, and we still talk openly to many, many high-ranking former Soviet military and political leaders. And they all said the same thing. They were amazed and they were disheartened at the incredible tenacity and determination of the United States fighting them in Vietnam. They further realized that the cost of further communist expansion would be too high a cost, even for them. The Soviet Union never again attempted to expand its communist ideology. Their incursion into Afghanistan in 1980 was not an expansionist move, but a defensive one to defend against the radical Islamic movement that was sweeping through countries bordering on their southern republics. The efforts of these heroes were not in vain. They were not wasted. In paying the supreme sacrifice, they exacted such a high price from the enemy, from the communist world. It is these heroes that won the victory. All of their sacrifice is diminished without our remembrance. Let us and all future generations of Americans remember these fallen heroes in our hearts, in our minds, for it is they who saved us and our nation from the eventual communist expansion and the enslavement of this country. Stay for a while today, meditate, understand, and appreciate how and why you are gathered freely here today. Bring a friend, bring a younger person, bring a neighbor, sometimes during today and tomorrow. Understand and remember what they did for you and for all Americans of all generations. Thank you. Thank you for your incredible service. Thank you, heroes. May God bless you in the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Al.